I am speaking with.
Matt Charney. I'm with Cornerstone On Demand. We're a cloud computing company based in Santa Monica, California.
And Matt, there's this insane level of discussion about social recruiting, and many believe that it actually might be a panacea for recruiting. And hey, I'm going to hire tons of people through Twitter. Is that going to happen?
Well, I think that the mistake that a lot of companies are making today is that it's the field of dreams phenomenon. If you build it, they will come. But I think that as the prominence of social recruiting rises, and so many companies and so many brands are starting to use this as a channel to build awareness about what it's like to work there and try to establish themselves an employer of choice, it really becomes that much more difficult. I think that at this point in time, having these avenues and having these platforms is become both ubiquitous and obligatory in many ways. But at the same time, at the end of the day, social media will never make a hire. Social media will never be an employee at your company. What you're essentially trying to do is you're trying to create that sort of stickiness where you can engage in a real life conversation. But what the ultimate goal of social media is to take that conversation, bring it offline, and put a candidate from a Twitter handle, an avatar, a Facebook profile into an actual person, into an actual candidate. And that's really, I think, what it's all about. And I think that seems to be the big disconnect, is moving from creating these platforms and channels into actually creating a candidate and hopefully at the end of the day a hire. But again, social media can't do that. It's up to a recruiter and it's up to a company and the benefits that they actually offer offline.
So does this fall into one of our big themes here at the lounge of the 360 degree engagement, where social recruiting, if you're only doing that, you're only I don't even think you're even half of the game. Yes.
Right. Well, I think if you were looking at this 360 degrees, it'd probably be like 20 degrees of the entire equation, right? So ultimately, you still have to drive people to your career site, which is going to be your biggest source of online candidates, which is how business gets done. But the engagement, I think, that's the most meaningful is that conversation that you have, whether that's in a phone screen interview, even a cup of coffee with a candidate who might potentially work out for your company. I really think that it comes down to building relationships, and those relationships are the 360 degrees of the equation, but those meaningful relationships happen offline.
Is there kind of a do and don't in terms of moving that relationship from the social engagement to the I guess offline phone and in-person engagement? Is there a way to move too fast or move too slow?
I don't think so. I think that ultimately what it comes down to is establishing a level of rapport and comfort with each other, both as an employer and as a candidate. And once you're able to establish that reality that it's two people talking. Whatever that communication mechanism is, then once you've established that comfort level, then I think that you've moved from being a brand into being an employer.
Excellent. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it.